This one change I have made in my life changed everything for me, and yet nobody is doing it. Before I started my self-improvement journey, I was on average 5 to 7 hours on my phone. Yes, 5 to 7 hours, and when you think about me, when I have like 2 hours of screen time, that is a bad spot to be in. And I was essentially consuming a lot of content. I was on social media a lot, I was on Instagram, I was on YouTube, I wasn't on TikTok, I swear to God I wasn't on TikTok. I would watch a lot of Netflix as well, and this was completely passive enjoyment. I wouldn't get literally anything out of that. I was also watching a lot of self-improvement videos because I thought that just watching self-improvement videos would essentially benefit my life a lot, and that was a wrong way to go. Maybe this is exactly what you are doing right now. And you want to learn what's actually terrible about this? I would go onto YouTube and watch all these videos, I would go onto Instagram and scroll all that posts just because of the fact that I wasn't feeling really good about myself. I didn't want to have a lot of responsibilities, and I was like, you know what, I just want to procrastinate a little bit, I just want to go on my phone. And I would go on my phone and I would leave my phone and social media feeling actually worse. That would essentially create that loop of me feeling bad, so going on my phone and feeling worse while leaving it, so going on my phone and procrastinating again just because of the fact that I started feeling worse. So this would create that loop that I really am ashamed of. Every single day that I had was essentially the same. I would go to school, I would have some homework assignments, I would procrastinate on my phone, I would feel a little like depressed because of all those things, and I was just not doing anything that was actually fun in my life. I was in a rut where I was doing the same things over and over again, and I felt like I wasn't doing anything in my life that was actually long-term active fun. I was just doing those short-term pleasures. Now I'm going to talk about two really important terms that I have here, which are essentially the main premise of this video. The first one is active enjoyment, and essentially this means long-term fun, where you are doing something that you actually enjoy at the moment, and you are also looking back in the future and saying that, well, I did that and I freaking enjoyed that. And when it comes to the other term, which is short-term fun, which is essentially, as you know, like passive enjoyment, that means you are doing something in the moment that you are actually enjoying, and I'm gonna give a lot of examples to this so that you can understand this much better, but in the in the future, when you look back, you're like, well, I did that, but I wish I didn't. I kind of like wasted my time. So these are two important terms that we have for this video. And let me give you some examples about both of them. When it comes to passive enjoyment, this is going to be you scrolling on social media. You are going to watch a lot of videos. You probably do watch a lot of YouTube videos, and this might be one of those binge watching sessions you had, which is not good, man, to be honest. I promise you this is not good. Maybe another passive enjoyment you have is playing video games, or you consume a lot of like Netflix, you watch a lot of Netflix TVs, like shows, whatever they have on Netflix. I don't watch a lot of Netflix, to be honest. Maybe like once a month or something with my family or something, whatever that is. Or you are scrolling on Instagram, and all these things are essentially passive enjoyment, where you have short-term fun, you do them, and then while you are doing them, you're like, well, this is kind of fun, and then when you leave them, you're like, I just wasted 2 hours of my time. When it comes to active enjoyment, this is going to be things like going to a new coffee shop that you have never went to. Or this is, for example, something doing with your friends and actually enjoying the thing in the moment. Let me give you some more examples. Going for a walk or a run, going to swimming with your buddies, or doing anything that's like doing anything sports related with your friends, where you are like sweating a little bit, where you're doing something that gets you a little outside of your comfort zone. Maybe you are going to different places in your city, which is actually what I'm doing a lot, to be honest, nowadays. Every single week I do that. Going to a different place in your city that you've never went to, so that you can see that, you can take some photos, and you can have some fun with your friends, or maybe with a family member. This is what I do a lot, because I live in Istanbul, and in Istanbul, even though you have been living in Istanbul for 18 years, which is what I do, of course, there are so many places that I've never went to, there are so many places I have never seen, so that's exactly what I do. Or maybe going on to a nice date with someone, and doing all those things. These are things, especially like spending a lot of time with your family. And I really want to ask you, like, when was the last time when you sat down and just had a nice talk with your mom? or with your dad, or with your siblings. Probably not really close, to be honest. And that's exactly why we should be focusing on these active enjoyment, where you have long-term, essentially, enjoyment, which means you are enjoying the thing while you are doing it, and at the same time, for example, 10 days, maybe even a year from now, when you look back and you say, well, I did that, and I just freaking enjoyed that. That was just amazing, and I am so proud of myself that I did that. And those are the things that we should be doing instead of just spending time on passive enjoyment, on just on on our phones. And one thing I really want to do, and I want you to keep me accountable for this, is, and also my video editor, just drop some like footage of this down below. I really want to go on to some stadiums and just watch some soccer games live. This is just what I also wanted to do for a long time, and I've never done that actually. And to the people who I told that I did that, I kind of lied, guys. I'm sorry for that. And what I did with my life was basically I switched 1.5 years ago when I started this channel. I switched from passive enjoyment to active enjoyment. What I did was I had 5 to 7 hours of screen time, let's say 6 to be exact like, and I dropped that down below to 2 because generally you need some screen time because you're gonna call like family members you have, WhatsApp, maybe you're gonna send out messages, or maybe you're just gonna like spend some time on YouTube or any social media, but you can easily drop that down to 2 hours, and you have the time essentially to do that. And after that you will create yourself that 4 hours where you can do literally whatever you want. You can go for a walk, you can play, like you can go to the gym, you can do so many things. And the thing is, I just made a video last week about like 5 skills that every young person should develop and master, because those are skills that if you build them at a young age, which is the target audience of this channel, you are gonna be so much further ahead than anyone you know maybe in your life, because nobody's doing them. That video is going to be linked in the description down below and also here in the YouTube cards. Just check that video out. I think that's going to give you a lot of things you can work on. And the thing is, as a young person, man, like you have the time. The one thing you have in your hands that is your leverage is your time. Like, I really accept that, like, I don't know shit, to be honest, guys. I don't know anything. I'm an 18-year-old guy. I just do not know anything. And maybe from this example, you can understand that you don't know anything as well. Like, we are not actually someone successful in life right now. But when we build those skills in the future, slowly we are going to become someone who is a high-value person. As me, like, as a man, I really want to become a high-value man. And that's why I'm gonna move the camera right now. That 1%, you cannot see that. That 1%, maybe you can see that right now. That 1% right there, right when I become a person who is, oh my god, now I have to set the camera up again. Give me just a second, guys. Okay, I think we're good to go. And the reason why I have that is because of the fact that I want to get into 1% of successful and high-value men in my life. And in order to do that, I need one leverage, and that leverage is time. So I am begging you, I am asking you, why are you spending all your time on those instant gratification activities? Like, why would someone do that? And the thing is, I also waste some time on them as well, and that is a problem that I also have. We have to start enjoying the boredom that comes with actually doing work and focusing on the things that matter in life. I started going to a lot of movie theaters with my friends. I started picking up some nice like hobbies like playing the guitar, which I have probably in this cupboard. I started reading a lot of books, building this channel, building my essentially value as a man, and I feel like this is absolutely the best thing I've ever done in my life. Stopping those instant gratification activities and focusing on the things that matter. And beforehand, I would be like, no, I kinda don't have the time to do that. Bro, like, are you freaking kidding me? Yes, you have the time. Yes, you have the time. Just use freaking that time. I am begging you to understand this thing, because I know for a fact that if someone understands this and gets onto a dopamine detox and drops all those modern distractions, that person, that man, that woman, I don't know, that is gonna go far in life. I absolutely hate it when young people come to me in the comment section and sometimes in my DMs, sometimes through email.
Ahmed, I really wanted to do all those self-improvement habits. I really wanted to go to the gym. I really wanted to eat healthy. I really wanted to read, meditate, journal, and do all those things.
But I don't have the time.
I just want you to put this into perspective. How do you not have the time? Are you working like 3 jobs at the same time? I guess you're not. You're definitely not working 3 jobs at the same time. So you have the time. You have the time, you have the discipline, you have all those things to do it, but you're just not doing it. That's the problem with this generation. We are not doing the things that we have to do. That is the main point. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, when I look at YouTube, Instagram, all these social media apps, Mark Zuckerberg especially, when I look at all those social media apps, also like porn and watching Netflix and doing all those things, I look at them with essentially disgust. The reason why they are able to make so much money is because of the fact that the people in this generation are weak. The reason why they're able to make money is because of the fact that we are weak. I just want you to realize this. I just want you to really sit down for 5 minutes after you watch this video and think about that. Reject modernity, embrace self-improvement, and start living your life. Make the days count. Now, I really feel like I really have an important message in this video that I really want a lot of people to see. So please scroll down or scroll up, I don't know where that is, find the link to this video and send it to a person who needs this. And after that, check out this video next where I'm going to be explaining you how I got my screen time from 6 hours all the way to 2 hours on average, and I'm going to show you some really important tactical advice there. I love you, I support you, keep crushing it, and we're going to make it. It's that Z's me. We're all going to make it, bruh. Give me a fist bump. We got this.